featured on Premier Sport Fan Center. And tonight we'll be going straight to the Serie A and La Liga, where we have the big one between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao in Week 9 fixture in the La Liga. While in the Serie A, we're focusing on the match between AC Milan and Juventus, and that match promises to be, an interesting fixture. So stay with us. We'll be together for the next 90 minutes, having fun here, analyzing and giving you commentaries of the games as it goes along. And let's see if Barcelona can get back amongst the top teams in La Liga. It's a game between 4th and 5th position team in Serie A, in La Liga, while the game between AC Milan and Juventus always promises to give a lot of dramas and a lot of interesting matches. So we promise to be here with you for the next 90 minutes and let us have fun. My name is Adeyemi Segun and I'll be your host today, while I have with me in the studio Solomon. Good evening, Solomon.
It's a nice day to talk football, and it's nice having me in the studio once again.
All right, so it's a pleasure having you in the studio. Okay, Xavi opted for 2 alterations in his last starting 11, with Jose Conde missing out through injury. Martinez takes the French international place as central back, while Romeo comes in for teenager Yamal, who drops to the bench. The later changes sees Lopez push forward to play on the right of a 3-man attack alongside João Felix and Torres. That's Ferran Torres. There's no Yamal starting today, and there's no Conde starting for Barcelona tonight. Don't you think that will be of a big impact, or to have a big impact on the proceedings of this game for Barcelona?
Yeah. I think Xavi knows what he's doing. He's trying to reserve his joker, and Yamal has actually proven to be one of the future star of football, and the way he's going is looking like he's going to try to wear the shoes of Lionel Messi. And I think it's not time for you to say. We saw what he did in the international break, what he played for Spain. It was top notch. He was represented. He actually represented himself, and he has been on the focus of so many football lovers. And for now, for putting him on the bench is not a bad thing, because I'm very sure it's coming on in the second half.
Okay, we're very sure Yamal will be coming up in the second half. That's an interesting winger that Barcelona has on their hands, talking about the 16 years of Spanish international. Straight to the game, Barcelona are in the 11th minute already against Atletico Bilbao, and that game is currently 0-0, while the game between Juventus and AC Milan is currently in the 29th minute, 0-0 also. And straight to Liga, where we have Lyon against Clermont, which Clermont are currently leading against the run of play in the 30th minute against Lyon at home. And it's 1-0 in favor of their away team, talking about Clermont. And back to the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. It's Barcelona who are currently in possession right now. And it has actually been an eventful 11 minutes. We've not really seen much from both teams. Looking at the position on the table, Barcelona are currently the defending champions of the La Liga, and they'll be looking forward to actually get a back-to-back title this season. But looking at the form of Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid this season, don't you think it's going to be hard for Barcelona to defend their titles?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough encounter for Barcelona, but they are looking good. A win for Barcelona today. This is match day 10, actually match day 10.
Match day 10, sorry.
Yeah, match day 10. So a win for Barcelona will actually take them top.
No, it's going to take them.
You're going to take them top, because if you look at the table, Real Madrid is having.
Real Madrid have 25 points.
25 points. Okay.
Barcelona currently have 21 points.
Okay, 21. Right, go to 24 points.
Victory is taking them to top position. Because Atletico Madrid currently have 22 points and the 6th top.
They'll be third. They'll be sitting third behind Girona and Real Madrid. Yeah, they'll be sitting third. So it's going to look tough, but. Real Madrid also look good, with Bellingham, who has actually proven to be another player
signing for Barcelona, for Real Madrid.
For Real Madrid, and actually been another player to talk about. We saw what he did during the international break. He registered his presence, and here when you talk about Real Madrid, he has been scoring back to back consistently, and he's looking good so far. So. I fear that is where my fear lies right now. Next week will be a Clasico. That is Real Madrid versus Barcelona, and he's promised to be another tough one, because both teams are right now, they actually peak form. So the better one will take over. You can see a counter there.
The counter Barcelona into the box of Atletico Bilbao, and he comes back without
that should be a penalty.
First goal. Oh, but that was easily caught out by Atletico Bilbao defender. That was one of the very first chances for Barcelona to take the lead. Good cross and good run there from Bade. But the last one talking about Ferran Torres couldn't connect to that very well.
That should
There's
be
a
a
VR
penalty.
check there. And let's see if it's going to be a penalty. But the referee chooses to reward the act with a throw into Barcelona. Earlier on in this match, that's 13th minute, we saw the first attempt on goal from Barcelona. Good chance created here. And that is typical Barcelona and how they actually play their football. What are the chances of Barcelona getting a goal in this game? Talking about this first half, looking at it that there is no Yamal starting, and it's not really looking. When it comes to Ferran Torres, he has actually been wasteful. Whenever he starts for Barcelona, he hasn't lived up to the expectations that people actually put on him. Doesn't think it's going to be one of those days that Barcelona are actually going to struggle to find a victory in a game.
No. I think Barcelona, with the past record, the last time Atletico Bilbao defeated Barcelona at home was 22 years ago. I know, but when you talk about away, but in Barcelona's own home, it has been a very long time. And if you look at the La Liga, Barcelona is one of the teams that remain unbeaten. Yeah, they won 6, drew 3, and who knows how today's bring forth. So they are actually in contention, and I don't think Atletico Bilbao will be able to defeat Barcelona today. I'm expecting a victory for Barcelona today.
Okay, we're all expecting a victory for Barcelona. It's the 15th minute already. We've seen the first quarter of this encounter, and it's Barcelona still 0, Atletico Bilbao 0, and that's Barcelona leading another attack through the left wing. And it's Bade again, which chose to go straight into the box and find his man, but that will be going off for a Barcelona corner kick in the 15th minute. Barcelona has a corner kick right now, and it's looking good for Barcelona in this first half. There's no Lewandowski starting for Barcelona tonight. It's Joao Felix starting as a lone man striker for Barcelona.
Yeah, Joao Felix has been instrumental when we talk about Barcelona. In fact, he has been so helpful. He has actually brought a bite into the attack of Barcelona, and he virtually.
That's quickly taking Atletico Bilbao. Why it's Barcelona on the counter is 3 against 2. Atletico Bilbao player, and he chooses to go straight with the ball. He should be releasing that, and he finds his man who goes straight for a tough one, but that is going to be a free kick to Atletico. Is that to Atletico Bilbao or to Barcelona there? As a yellow card to Barcelona, and it's going to be a free kick to Atletico Bilbao in the 16th minute. But don't you think he should have released the ball earlier on? Because it was just 3 Barcelona players against 2 Atletico Bilbao players. And looking at that young man, that is one person Barcelona should actually be careful of. That is Nico Williams, and he's also starting tonight with his senior brother, talking about Enoch Williams. Nico plays for Spain, while Enoch plays for Ghana. Different story of 2 different brothers, but they're actually looking very good with Atletico Bilbao, sorry.
Yeah, they're actually looking good. They are a threat right now. If you look at it, they know that the Barcelona defense know very well that these guys are dangerous guys, and that's why they have to held his clothes, drew him down. I think they prefer to get that yellow card than to concede a goal.
It's a free kick to Atletico Bilbao in a dangerous position right now, and this test again the goal post. We'll be looking forward to blocking that off. Would that be a chance for Atletico Madrid to go to Atletico Bilbao to go top? But that's another won't be threatening test again in Barcelona goal post. The 16th minute already. We're approaching the 17th minute of this encounter. It is still Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0, and there's a chance for AC Milan there, but that's all be threatening Juventus, who chose to take one fast and try to turn defense into attack right now. It's getting tactical in the Serie A between AC Milan and Juventus. But that game is the 30th minute. There's still 0-0 between AC Milan and Juventus, as none of the 2 teams have been able to actually break themselves. It's halftime. It's 57th minute in the African Super League, the game between Enyimba and Wydad. Wydad leading 1-0 currently now in the 53rd minute. Wydad scored in the 39th minute, courtesy a penalty, which was converted by Jabrin in the first half. Enyimba currently playing at home, and their home stadium is the Nest of Champions in Akwa Ibom. But Enyimba are currently down 1-0, and this is not the way they actually want to start their run in the African Super League. But it is what it is. We know what it is whenever Nigerian teams plays against Morocco opponent. Or let me just say, the North Africans, they are always a thorn in the flesh for us.
Actually, Enyimba has actually had a good management this season, a good chairman, good. Government also who are supporting them, but the result we are getting is not reflecting what the government and the officials have actually invested in. We saw them in the last continental show, they didn't do well. They have been losing. Even in their own home, the worst they got was a draw. You know, take advantage of your home, win the first leg, win or the second leg to qualify. But they have been struggling. I just hope they come back in this encounter because they still time. Yeah. How old is the match now?
57 minutes, so there's still a lot of time for them to come back and see if they can get a draw in that encounter. It's the 35th minute in the game between AC Milan and Juventus, and that game is still 0-0. Straight to the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. It's Barcelona who are currently attacking against Atletico Bilbao right now, but the Atletico Bilbao defenders are actually defending as much as possible, and that is not going to be a free kick as the referee allows play on, and that is Bade on the ball. He chooses to go straight for his man, and that was a good shot, and that tested the palms of the Atletico Bilbao goalkeeper. Talking about Unai Simon, the Spanish first choice goalkeeper. Very good shot there from the Atletico Madrid loaning. Talking about João Felix. He took that, and that was actually a good hit from the Portuguese winger, but that is not going to threaten Unai Simon in the goal post. Well, he was actually fighting there that he should be getting a free kick, but the referee waved that off as a minimal challenge. Barcelona created 3 chances, while Atletico Bilbao created just 1 chance in the opening 18 minutes of this encounter. And straight to the starting 11, Xavi goes with a 4-3-3 formation, while Atletico Bilbao coach goes with a 4-2-3-1 formation. Looking at the tactical approach to this game, do you think it is the right formation to use in this encounter? And that's a chance for Atletico Bilbao, and that is Inoki Williams, but he takes a shot, but that won't be threatening the Barcelona players, as is one of the players there. Good shot from Inoki, but well saved by Ter Stegen. 20 minutes into this encounter, and Atletico Bilbao has tested again in goal post, and that was actually a good shot there from Inoki Williams, talking about the Ghanaian international, but that won't be going to the back of the net as a goal, as it's going to be a corner kick to Atletico Bilbao. 20 minutes gone, it's Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0.
Yeah, Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0. It's an end-to-end encounter, both teams attacking each other. But I want to give it to the Atletico Bilbao because I can see the bite in their attack. And they are, in fact, they are threatening the defense of Barcelona. And once the threat is much, there's this possibility.
The big chance, but that's only going straight, and it's off for a goal kick to Barcelona. And you can see it on the face of Ter Stegen. He's looking relieved by that already. You know, we're actually seeing a 20 minutes of football, and it has actually been end-to-end stuff between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. Yeah, it's looking like a game that by the time the goals are coming in, you know, we'll be seeing floods of goals, a lot of goals in this encounter. Or is it going to be a dicey game?
I think this match, there will be goal, but it will not be much with the way it's going. It's going to be probably a dual goal here. That's my own feeling.
Let's see. Yeah, that's from the gaffer. But 21st minute into this game, we are approaching the 22nd minute. It's still Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0. Both teams are trying to open up each other and create that chance. One thing you get, and that's a good chance for Barcelona as it turned that. But that's going to be threatening Atletico Bilbao, and it's off for an Atletico Bilbao goal kick. And straight to Barcelona starting 11. They start with a 4-3-3 formation with Ter Stegen in goal post, who has actually been Barcelona's favorite goalkeeper. And the defense is former Manchester City defender, talking about João Felix, is starting today. Christensen and Inigo Martinez starts as the
red card in the match.
And the red card in the game between Real Madrid and in the game between Juventus and AC Milan. That is unnecessary in the first half, and that is going to put AC Milan in a lot of pressure in this game. Okay, straight to the starting level, we have Ter Stegen, João Cancelo, Andre Christensen, Inigo Martinez, and Alejandro Bade as the favorite for backman. While in midfield, we have Pablo Gavi, there's Ori Romeu, and Ike Godogan. While up front, they start with Fermin Lopez, João Felix, and Ferran Torres. Looking at the Barcelona starting 11, do you think that is one that can actually win this game for Barcelona?
Yeah, it's a very good combination. It's a good combination, but not the best for Barcelona. You know, having João Felix there and Torres and Lopez in front, a combination between João Felix and Lewandowski is a very solid combination. I think it's more effective than having Ferran Torres there. Ferran Torres, most time when he can play from the wing, it's more effective for them. But this time around, he's playing as the nine there. So though he's a good scorer too. We've seen him score a lot of goals in the La Liga, and with the Gundogan and Romelu and Gavi in the midfield, that is a beautiful one. Gundogan is always there to come up to the party, and he is one of the new signing, and he has been so much instrumental to the Barcelona midfield, and most of the time the link-up play is very high. His passes are accurate, ball control excellent. You know, with players like that, we expect to see a breakthrough from Barcelona.
41 minutes in the game between Juventus, and Juventus has a free kick without be threatening the AC Milan goalkeeper, but that's only threatening them as AC Milan are able to clear their lines. Don't forget that red card was received by German Malik Thiel, the AC Milan defender, as he got his matching order in the 40th minute in that encounter. And his Atletico Bilbao were asking the questions right now in the 24th minute, of trying to create a good chance to open the scoring chance there. But Ter Stegen came out easily, and he was able to gather that, and that's over threatening Barcelona. You know, we're actually seeing a beautiful game of football, end-to-end stuff. Barcelona doing attacking on Atletico Bilbao, also coming out, you know, attacking against Barcelona.
Yeah, it's been end-to-end stuff, both teams attacking each other right now. It is very difficult to see who's in control of the midfield, because Barcelona, if you talk about their recovery rate, it is not too high. Anytime the Atletico Bilbao hold the ball, it is like they want to go for the counter. It's like they want to go for a counter. And what does Barcelona do? They begin to prepare for the counter. That is what they are good at. Because it's like they are not too good when they hold up play. To hold the ball, make passes around, toss the ball around. They are not too good. They actually depend on a counter to get a goal against Barcelona.
And earlier today, Sporting Lagos lost 2-1 against Remo Stars at the Ikene Township Stadium. It was a game of fun today in the Nigerian Professional Football League. Enyimba still 1-0 down against Wayad right here in Nigeria in the second half. Enyimba are currently in the position they do want to find themselves. But we can see Atletico Bilbao are preparing a early substitution in the first half. And it's 25th minute, they'll be making their first substitution in this encounter. And straight Atletico Bilbao starting 11. They started with the 4-2-3-1 formation with Unai Simon in goal, while in defender they goes with Yuri Paredes, Danny Vivian, and DeMarcos, while in midfield they chose to go with Danny Garcia, Rios de Galarreta, while up front it goes with Nico Williams, Orian Sanchez, and Enoch Williams, while they start with a one-man striker, Gorka Garuzeta, and they have made a first half substitution, be forced to make a substitution due to injury, while we've seen one yellow card in this game, and that was received by Pablo Gavi in this first half. It's Barcelona back in contention with the ball right now and chooses to go attack against Atletico Bilbao, but Atletico Bilbao defenders were able to block that, and it's Atletico Bilbao who are choosing to go through the defenders right now with the ball being played by Paredes, who chose to go straight, but he lost that out to Barcelona's midfielder, and it's Barcelona on the attack right now with this be the chance for the first goal. But he chooses to go back, and Romeo back into the box of Atletico Bilbao, and that's a good chance for Barcelona. There's a penalty, but that's only given by the referee as he calls for play on and says that is actually too cheap to give out as a penalty. Atletico Bilbao are back in possession right now, and Enoch Williams, who is leading on the attack right now. There is a counter against Barcelona, 4 Barcelona player against 2 Atletico Bilbao player. But Barcelona defenders were able to cut that out. And there was a chance there for Juventus, but that will be going to the back of the net, as that was a big miss for Moises Kean there in what will have given Juventus a famous lead against AC Milan. And don't forget, AC Milan are currently 1 man down in this first half. 42 minutes in that encounter, it's AC Milan 0, Juventus 0. Still Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0 in the 27th minute. You know, we're actually having 2 beautiful games at hand, you know, and they are both living up to expectation. But looking at it, that AC Milan are 1 man down right now, do you think that is going to affect the flow of the game for AC Milan in this encounter?
Of course, I think a lot of things will change. AC Milan were the favorite going to the match, you know, with all the new signing and the way they played, you know. But with this red card now, a lot is going to change, because Tau, that had that red card, is one instrumental player, Malik Tau. Instrumental is a defender, for that matter, had that red card. And if he has a chance for Atletico Bilbao with this big trail, but Barcelona were able to clear that out, and that's only threatening
immediately before Nico Williams could get to that. And when you talk about one of the fastest players right now, Nico Williams is currently up there, but good race there from the Barcelona player. Good chance, and here we are seeing the chance again. The call for that penalty from João Felix. That wasn't given, and it looks like that was actually a cheap call. But good one from Barcelona, good movement from Barcelona. They've actually been making the callings, but the goals are yet to come in this encounter. 28 minutes, we're approaching the 29th minute of that encounter. It's still Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0. Probably by the end of this first half, it will be ending 0-0.
Yeah, the match between AC Milan versus Juventus is already 46 minutes. 3 minutes additional time into the first half. It's already looking, it's going to be a goalless situation here. And after the red card, I was trying to see what Juventus have actually brought into the play. Juventus are still struggling, even with AC Milan having a man down. They've not been able to penetrate through the defense of AC Milan. And you can see they're trying it now, but the defense of the AC Milan, we are at the right position at the right time to stop that. And a lot of change in just Juventus. It's not like the Juventus we know those days with high attacking prowess. With the intensity of their play so high. But these days it has dropped. Even the pace at which they play football is dropping seriously. And I wonder if they continue like this, how far they can get this season. And talking about the match between Barcelona and
Atletico Bilbao.
Atletico Bilbao. It is Atletico Bilbao, the past 3 minutes, who have been knocking at the door of goal in the goalpost of Barcelona. Most time, always a counter situation. Always a counter situation, and Barcelona are always there to do justice to that. So if they continue like this, they may get a defensive error to get a goal in this encounter.
Okay, let's see if that defensive error is going to happen, whether it's going to be Barcelona defenders who are actually going to let that slip. Because remember, last season, Barcelona had the best defensive record in the whole of La Liga. Considering less than 20 goals last season was actually a good record for Barcelona, and this season they are not looking back. And straight to the Ligue 1, where we have Lyon, who are currently 2 goals down against Clermont in the first half. It's 2-0 in that encounter. Clermont leading against Lyon, sorry. And it's halftime in the game between AC Milan and Juventus, 0-0. And don't forget, AC Milan got a red card in the first half, and we'll be finishing the last 45 minutes of this encounter, 1 man down and playing with 10 players. And straight to the Barcelona game, it's still 0-0 in the 31st minute. Barcelona are still finding their opener in this game, and it's very much important for them to get a victory against Atletico Bilbao. Straight ball possession, Barcelona has the better share of ball possession with 65%, while Atletico Bilbao have been reduced, to 35%. Total shot on targets, we've seen Barcelona with 2 shot on targets, and Atletico Bilbao having 2 shot on targets, while both teams Barcelona have 3 total shots, while Atletico Bilbao has 5 total shots. This game is looking like a game that both teams are actually matching each other, and they're sizing each other very well in this encounter.
Yeah, it's like both of them know themselves very well, and they've brought all the possibilities to the party. And the pressures we are getting right now from Atletico Bilbao is like they are going
to... There's a corner kick from Atletico Bilbao, but that's when we threatening test again. Good corner kick there from Nico Williams, but and Barcelona are currently back into the attacking fray of it, but lost that possession in their own half to Atletico Bilbao, who takes a long one down the left wing, and with that beat, another chance for Atletico Bilbao to call on to Barcelona, but that was easily defended by Inogidier, and is a goal kick to Barcelona right now. 32nd minute of that encounter. We still have about 10 to 12 minutes to play in this first half, but it's looking like a cagey game between both teams. Barcelona still acting very careful and taking their time, not in a rush to find that lead. But they are actually playing good possessive football, if you ask me. Barcelona actually coming into this game looking for that victory, and they need that victory to actually put more pressure on Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Remembering that next week is the El Clasico, the first one for the season, Barcelona against Real Madrid. And looking at both team form this season, do you think there's any chance for Barcelona to get a victory against Real Madrid next week?
It's going to be a very tight situation for Barcelona to get the victory against Real Madrid. Because Real Madrid, too, they are looking good. We saw their match yesterday. But,
against Sevilla, but they ended 1-1.
It ended the draw, but it was a battle. There was really fight. The intensity of that match was so high. I love the pace. I love every move. And It's Joan Cancelo. He has been instrumental too in this match. But I love the pace. I love everything about that match. So the El Clasico coming up next week is going to be tough. And remember also Barcelona, they are coming up with a new jersey. They will introduce a new jersey there. The new contract they signed with a new club, and it will be. It's going. They want to use it to start that moment and to create a moment that they will always remember. So this very encounter, Barcelona Atletico Bilbao, is like Atletico Bilbao understood the play of Barcelona, and they are holding them to ransom right now. If you look at it, for the past 15 minutes, Barcelona have not made any attempt. They've not even gone trying from the team box of the Atletico Bilbao. So if they continue like this, it will be very difficult for Barcelona.
Okay, you can hear that from Solomon, that if Barcelona continue this way, if Atletico Bilbao, continue playing this way, it's going to be very much difficult for Barcelona to break through Atletico Bilbao. And here's another chance for Barcelona, but João Felix couldn't make that, and it's out for throwing to Atletico Bilbao. Deep into Atletico Bilbao's half, you are currently in the 34th minute, approaching the 35th minute, and it's still 0-0 in this encounter. João Felix has actually been one big player for Barcelona. He has actually impressed. And that is one thing we saw him at Chelsea, and Chelsea last season when he came in for the last end of last season where he played for Chelsea. At the point, Chelsea fans were not really impressed by him, but seeing this young man as he has been playing for Barcelona, like he was tailor-made for this Barcelona team.
Yeah. I remember in one of our talksport when that
he has a chance for Atletico Bilbao. Would that be an opening? But that ball couldn't find his way through this flood of men there in the Barcelona wall. And Barcelona were currently trying to attack, but they lost that out. But the referee actually blew there for an infringement against Vivian, the Atletico Bilbao defender. Continue.
Yeah. So when we talked about João Felix, was it a good move for him to go to Barcelona? I say it's a perfect move. That was what I said. It's a perfect move. His style of play will actually suit Barcelona, and that is what we are getting. In fact, he has been instrumental. Xavi always liked using him because anytime. But me, I love his pairing with Lewandowski. When he's in and Lewandowski, the bite is high.
That is the chance for Barcelona to pull one into the net, into the box. But that will be going off for a goal kick as they took one too many shots there. And talking about the young man, that is Gavi on our screen there. Good combination between him and Ferran Torres there, but that's only threatening Atletico Bilbao defenders. Good movement there from Ferran Torres to open up Gavi, but he couldn't just connect to that ball. And that is what you get when you see Barcelona. Looking at this first half,
and that's a goal. Okay.
As a life game. And talking about how Barcelona have actually struggled in this first half to create goal scoring chance. Looking at the 9, João Felix is not a in and out striker, and that has really affected Barcelona in this game. Do you think it's very much important they bring in the Lewandowski very early on in the second half?
Yeah, Lewandowski, but not to replace João Felix. João Felix is playing from the wing.
Yeah, he might just replay. No. João Felix is the one playing as a 9 in this encounter.
No, it's Ferran.
Ferran Torres is playing on the wing.
Probably there's a change, but from the formation here, João Felix is playing from the left wing. And Ferran play as a striker, and that is what we got here. But what we are seeing here, they are interchanging. They're interchanging that position. But to me, Lewandowski is better off there. And the pairing of Lewandowski and João Felix is more effective than Ferran and João Felix.
Okay, it's 9 minutes in the game between Enyimba and Wydad, and still Wydad leading 1-0 because of that penalty scored by Jabreni in the first half. It was a penalty scored in the 39th minute, and that was actually let out by the Enyimba goalkeeper, Olorunleke Ojo, who gave out that penalty to Wydad in the first half. And Barcelona game is still 0-0 in the 37th minute. We're approaching the 38th minute of that encounter as they throw into Atletico Bilbao deep into the Barcelona's half, and they went in for a straight one, but there's nobody who's going to meet that pass there from Atletico Bilbao, and went solely straight into the legs of Barcelona goalkeeper, talking about Ter Stegen, the German current first-choice goalkeeper. It's been long we saw Neuer plays football, that injury is really affecting him, and Ter Stegen has actually made that first position, that number 1 position, his own in the German national team. And there's another good chance for Atletico Bilbao, but they can't keep that in play, and it's up for a throw into Barcelona. That's 8 minutes already in this encounter, and we can see Xavi showing his frustration to his players. He's expecting more from his boys, but they are still asking all the questions, but the goals are just not coming in for Barcelona right now. That's 8 minutes into this encounter. We're still waiting for the first goal in the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. I'm very sure Barcelona fans will be so anxious wherever they are, waiting for their team to get that first all-important goal. Looking at the Barcelona's bench, a lot of good players are currently on the bench. I'll be reading out the players on the bench name, and let's see who might actually be coming in the second half to change the face of this game. Up front, we have on the bench, we have a player like there's Lamine Yamal. There's we don't even have what's it called on the bench?
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski is not on the bench tonight, so that means they have to look for that goal. That's where he has an ankle injury, so his known date is actually unknown right now. So Lamine Yamal might actually be the man to actually come into this game and try to see if Barcelona can get a goal in the second half.
Yeah. You have to twist to the right wing, and it will bring in. Probably they will take out what is his name? Balde. No,
Balde is a defender.
Lopez. They will take out Lopez for Lamine Yamal to come in and strengthen. Probably João Felix will now come to the middle, and try to pair with Ferran very well, because Lopez is absent in this game. We're not seeing much of him, so they need to bite from the right wing, so that they can, from both sides, create confusion to get that goal.
Statistics currently state as Barcelona having the better share of ball possession with 65.2%, while Atletico Bilbao has been reduced to 34.8%. Total shot of Barcelona have been reduced to 3, where Atletico Bilbao has a better shot of 7 in this game. Attacking instinct, Barcelona have 67% of shot accuracy, while Atletico Bilbao has just 29% of shot accuracy in this encounter. We've seen 236 passes from Barcelona, 122 passes from Atletico Bilbao, while Barcelona has 86% accuracy in making passes, which I've seen them completed 202 passes in the last 40 minutes of this encounter, while Atletico Bilbao has just 72% of passing accuracy, which I've seen them successfully completed 88 passes in this encounter. It's still Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0 in the 40th minute, leaving us with 5 more minutes to go, and that's another chance for Atletico Bilbao, and it was being dragged back, and that should be a yellow card to Barcelona. It was rightly given to the Barcelona player, making him the second Barcelona player going into the books of the referee this first half. Well, that is Romeo, who took one for his team, because that was actually leaving his marker, and that will have created a good chance for Sanchez there in what will have actually threatened Barcelona. That might have actually been a chance to go one ahead, but he took that for his team, and actually a good one for him.
Looking at the way they got the 2 yellow cards, it's a similar situation. A similar situation. The Atletico Bilbao striker trying to override them. They just have to pull him by his clothes, by his jersey. That's the same.
And that's a chance for Atletico Bilbao, but there's nobody in the box to connect to that cross. And he's sailing out for another Atletico Bilbao throwing deep. What a great chance there from the cross there. But there was nobody in the box to connect to that. And it's going to go out for an Atletico Bilbao throwing. Wow, good chance created there. They've actually created a lot of chances, and this reminds me of the game between Sheffield and Manchester United yesterday. It's not really about dominating. It's not really about you creating chances. It's about making good use of those chances created. And there's another chance for Atletico Bilbao. With this being the first goal, but Nico Williams couldn't connect to that, and Barcelona were able to clear their lines. João Cancelo will be winning a free kick there. Not Gavi. That is João Cancelo winning the free kick. That's Cancelo winning the free kick there. And those right
the guy.
Well, very good cross there. And there was a pull in the box there. There was a pull on the clothes of Nico Williams, which really affected him. Probably if he had fallen down, it would have been checked for a penalty. But there's no penalty check from the referee, and we can see the frustration on the Atletico Bilbao's coach face. 42 minutes into this game, it's still 0-0 between both teams, and it's Barcelona who are bridging on the good run right now, attacking against Atletico Bilbao, and that's Balde on the ball. He chooses to go back into the midfield, finds Romeo, who lost out the ball to Nico Williams, and it's another counter against Barcelona now. Nico Williams on the ball, playing against two Barcelona defenders. What is he going to do? He feints it and passes, take a good pass. And that's but that is going to be the first goal.
But it's not over yet.
Good chance there. Wow. What a chance. What a good combination work from the two Williams brother, Nico and Enoki Williams. Good combination there. But they had Ter Stegen, very hard to beat there. And another good shot there from Nico Williams. But there was Christensen right there in the box. And he took one for his team. What a chance for the brothers. That would have been an offside, no doubt. But good chance there. Wow, what a good defensive work there from Barcelona. And the goals has been calling. They've been knocking on the door of Barcelona, but the goals are not just coming in. Looking at it, that Rafinha is out injured. Look at the injury list of Barcelona. There's no Pedri, there's no Lewandowski, there's no Rafinha. Where is this goal going to come for Barcelona in this encounter?
And that is why we are seeing what we are seeing right now. They are not having the bite we know Barcelona to have. The effective bite and intensity they bring into the match is actually absent. They are just being careful, managing the players that are readily available, trying to make use of them. And they are having some twists here, and that is why you can see it's looking right now. Atletico Bilbao look to be the better side because they have actually been creating chances and having shot on goal, but for the past 30 minutes. Barcelona have not even tried the shot. They've not even tested the goalkeeper.
Right, you can hear that from the gaffer. It's Atletico Bilbao who have had the better share of ball in the first half. Barcelona have the better share of ball possession. But Atletico Bilbao, they've created the better chances in this first half, and they'll actually be asking themselves why have they not scored one or why are they not ahead in this encounter. 45th minute already, it's still Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0, and Barcelona will be happy to go into the halftime break, 0-0. In this encounter. It's Barcelona who are currently leading at an attack and run, but that was easily caught out in the midfield by Atletico Bilbao. Atletico Bilbao midfielders. Looking at the midfield battle, it has actually been overrun by Atletico Bilbao. And looking at Barcelona as two midfielders, when you have Gavi and Oriol Romeu on yellow cards, it's actually a big one. And that's a chance for Enoki Williams, but that's when we go into the back of the net. Another chance for Enoki Williams being flopped up there, and Guardiola saved there from Ter Stegen. And he has actually been the savior for Barcelona twice or thrice in this game. He has actually come to the aid of Barcelona. It's still 0-0 in the 45th minute of this encounter. Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0. We've seen a lot of chances being created, but the goals are not just coming in at all.
Yeah, the goals are not coming in, but if they continue to pressurize the Barcelona defense, they will get them this balance and they will get their goal. If you see, we saw all the shots. Even when Ter Stegen stopped the shot, it's not like one stop. There's always a rebound. And if the Atletico Bilbao player are, in the 18 box when somebody is taking shots, since Ter Stegen is not holding the ball. It is not holding. It's like he's vomiting the ball. They take the advantage of the rebounds against him, and he will not be able to stop that. I think we've seen like 3 situations there where there's a rebound and there was nobody to take it for Atletico Bilbao.
The Williams brothers have actually been a thorn in the flesh of Barcelona. I'm talking about Enoki Williams and Nico Williams. They've actually threatened Barcelona so much in this first half, and Barcelona will be hoping this first half is going to end, but we have one more attack in this encounter, and that is Balde running there, and he chooses to go into the lot of bodies there, and it's a free kick to Barcelona against Atletico Bilbao. Talking about Balde, the Spanish left back, the young Spanish left back actually, and Barcelona took a quick one there, and they're going right there for a jumper, but that's when we're threatening Atletico Bilbao. And it's the first half whistle in that encounter. It's Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0 at the end of first half. No goal to separate both sides. We saw a lot of good chances being created, but they couldn't finish it. They couldn't put the ball into the back of the net. And both teams will actually be looking at each other out in this first half and be feeling dejected that there should be at least one goal apiece in this first half. Atletico Bilbao asked a lot of questions. They've done everything right, but putting the ball in the back of the net has been a problem for them in this first half. Yeah,
that's the only thing that's remaining because they've done so well. I expected Barcelona to dominate Atletico Bilbao in the first half, but this first half was dominated by Atletico Bilbao side. They took all the chances through counter. Most of their moves are through counter, and Barcelona, knowing how dangerous they are, they fell back to a kind of dragging them down. And they got 2 yellow cards from that in the first half. And apart from that, the Atletico Bilbao side has had more shot on goal than Barcelona in the first half. And they have, I don't know the position. I know, we know Barcelona to be the tiki-taka side, but they are no longer playing tiki-taka any longer. They don't play tiki-taka any longer. And they don't even play possession ball any longer. It's just like conventional ball everybody plays that Barcelona play. Because those days with the tiki-taka, it's not all team that can play tiki-taka. You have to know how to play it very well before you play it. So, but now it's just the normal conventional game every team play. You play shoot and follow, pass. That's what Barcelona is playing.
It's halftime break in the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao, and I'm very sure the Barcelona coach talking about Xavi Hernandez will be talking to his boys in the dressing room to see if they can come back into the second half and get that all-important victory. They are still about 3 or 4 points behind Real Madrid, who are currently topping. And looking at the La Liga table, Girona are surprisingly, they've actually been surprisingly good this season. For how long can they continue pushing that momentum so it doesn't look like, just a false start for them?
Oh, honestly, they're one of the surprising teams this season. Just they played today and they won against Almeria 5-2. They came from behind, 2 goals behind to get that victory. Today, I was so shocked. One of my friends said, he asked me, and I said, yeah, just give Girona a straight win. He was asking me, hey, guy, what will I play? I said, give Girona a straight win. So when Almeria scored 2, he said, bros, now you go and spend my ticket now. I said, calm down. And in the second half, they came, bam, 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 bam. Before you know what's happening, they won the match. And they are second position. In fact, they are in the same point with Real Madrid now. It's just goal difference that separate them to be who will be on the top side. So they are a surprising team. And if they continue like this, that means we have a lot of teams now want to fight for the top spot. Guys, including Girona.
Okay, you can hear that from the gaffer. The Spanish La Liga is getting interesting and getting dicey, even as much as we're staying in week 10. But Real Madrid, Girona are in early lead in that league table, where Real Madrid currently has 25 points from 10 games. They've won 8 games, drawn 1, and lost 1. They've scored 21 goals and conceded 7. Even Girona has scored more goals than Real Madrid this season, scoring 24 goals and conceding 13 goals. And they currently have 25 points as Real Madrid also, because they've played 10 games, won 8, drew 1, and lost 1. Atletico Madrid currently sits third, with having played 9 games. They've won 7, drawn 1, and lost 1. They've scored 23 goals this season, and they've conceded 8 goals. They've won their last 5 games on the bounce, which is actually a good one for Diego Simeone and his boys. Barcelona currently sit fourth, they're currently playing their 10th game and they've won 6 games. If they draw this, it's going to be 4 draws for Barcelona, and they are yet to taste defeat in 10 games. 21 goals Barcelona have scored this season, and they've conceded just 10 goals, which puts Barcelona on 22 points. While their opponent tonight, Atletico Bilbao, are currently 5th also. They've played 10 games, they've won 5, and they've drawn 3. If we are adding this, which is currently 0-0, which puts them on 3 draws, and they've lost 2. They've scored 16 goals, and they've conceded 8 goals, which puts them on 18 points right now. La Liga is actually looking competitive for the very first time in a long time.
For the very first time in a very long time. This is the time, this is one of the seasons I say, okay, but La Liga is highly competitive. With the rise of Girona, Atletico Madrid here, Atletico Madrid too is one of those clubs that has been winning the La Liga, previous years. And right now, they've actually picked form. We saw them won yesterday, in fact, 4-0, a whitewash of their opponents. And it's actually taking them to top 4. And right now, it is not over yet, because if you look at the gap, the difference is not much. 25, 24, 23, So with 1-1 victory, you can go to the top. So it's highly competitive. And it is not over yet. You can't say, for me, this season, nobody can say it's Real Madrid that's going to win it, or can say it's Barcelona or Atletico Madrid. We are not too sure yet.
We are not yet too sure about that, who's winning La Liga. Yes, we're staying in week 10, which makes it very much early to actually name that so-so team can actually win the league. And it's getting dicey in the game and getting dirty in the game between Enyimba and Wydad, as Enyimba has gotten the red card in the 93rd minute of that encounter. And it's still Wydad who are currently leading in that encounter. Away from home, into Nigeria. They're leading Eyimba 1-0 in the 93rd minute. It seems there's no coming back for Eyimba in that encounter.
It's a very difficult situation for Eyimba because I don't see Eyimba as a team that goes to outside their home, most especially in the North American side, to North African side, to play and win. It's always a difficult situation for them. Right now, the only opportunity they have, and which is their home, we expected them to win and go and fight for a draw away at Wydad. But now in your own home, before your own crowd, you are 1-0 down, and the match is almost ending. There is no hope, and you are even having a red card. It's a very tight situation for Eyimba. I don't know the miracle they will perform to win in Wydad.
Okay, well, let's go. We'll go for a quick breather, and when we come back, it's going to be the second half of the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. Halftime is still 0-0 between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. We'll be back for second half in a jiffy. in the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. Remember, there's no Robert Lewandowski, there's no Frankie de Jong, Rafinha and Pedri. They are all unable to feature. Xavi's options from the bench largely relies on the younger portion of Barcelona's squad. Teenage star Yamal could be the attacking option for Barcelona to change this game. Valverde will be pleased with what Atletico Bilbao have produced thus far in this game with the visitor, but the visitor will be requiring a ruthless edge of clinical finishing to capitalize on their strong starts. We saw the first half, and it was actually Atletico Bilbao creating almost all the very good scoring chances, but they couldn't take their chance. Now, with the second half has started, and starting with the same starting 11, I bet just Atletico Bilbao making the substitution in the first half. What are your expectations coming into the second half before we go straight into commentaries?
All right, my expectation is that I expect Barcelona to, I expect Xavi to have spoken to the boys in the dressing room and tell them, hey guys, we're in for a tough competition this season and there's no time for us to take it soft. Let's go all out, get this victory, And,
you can see the young 16 years old Lamal. He's on the bench there warming up, and we might be seeing very early in the second half as Barcelona needs a bite up front as they've actually been threatening toothlessly in this first half.
And that is the moment.
This will be the moment without
what?
That will be threatening the goalkeeper. And you can see the frustrations on the face of that young man, Ferran Torres, as that will be going to the back of the net as the first goal for Barcelona. What a way to actually show yourself coming into the second half. Almost an immediate impact from Barcelona to get the first goal. Ferran Torres went for a cut in there, but he couldn't just connect it second, and that was looking like it might be going to the back of the net. If not for that, our Atletico Bilbao defending. It was looking like what we saw in the first half. Good attacking instinct from both teams, and they've started the second half that same way. But the cutting edge has actually let them down. Yeah,
of course. You can see now, for a very long time in this very match, the second half, we can see Barcelona have actually brought a bite. And you see that cross pass, that link-up play, gave Ferran Torres an opportunity to score. But the brilliance of that defender was able to stop that. That is what we expect. What I expect Barcelona to do in the second half. Coming to the second half with all your games. And another moment here.
That's a good chance for Barcelona, but that's Eder couldn't connect that very well with the ball.
And that should be a penalty.
No, that's not a penalty. That's actually too easy. Atletico Bilbao, Barcelona taking a lot of pressure on Atletico Bilbao right now. Very early into this game, they're taking the pressure to them, and Atletico Bilbao are finding it hard to soak as much pressure as they can soak in this first half. Good one there from João Felix, but he couldn't just connect to that ball, and the Atletico Bilbao defender was actually too strong for him to defend against. It's full time in the game between Eimba and Wydad, and Eimba lost their first game at home in the African Super League. 1-0 against Wydad. I'm very sure Eimba fans will be feeling dejected because they expected their team to actually get that victory over Wydad here in Nigeria. But it ended 1-0 in favor of the Moroccans. And back to the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. It's Balde on the ball right now. And it chose to go straight into the box. But that was easily cut out by Atletico Bilbao defender. Back into the hand of Barcelona. We have a first goal in the game between Juventus and AC Milan. There's the first goal for Juventus in this encounter. In the second half, Juventus have scored the first goal. Great goal for Juventus. One way to take advantage of that red card for AC Milan in the first half. Game on that encounter is Juventus 1, AC Milan 0, live from the San Siro Stadium.
Live from the San Siro Stadium is a good one for Juventus. They actually made use of the red card opportunity because coming to the match, AC Milan look better and favorite to win this match. But with one man down, Tau having a red card in this encounter, to me it's an opportunity for Juventus. And if they can exploit that advantage, I think they can get the maximum 3 points in this encounter. But I still expect AC Milan to put themselves together and look for a possible way to create more attack. I've seen a lot of teams win with red card. And it's not going to be a new team.
Here's a chance for Atletico Bilbao to create one against Barcelona, but that's only going out for a corner kick. And it's out for a corner kick there, and Atletico Bilbao has a corner kick. And you can see the Barcelona defender, Martinez, is in this belief, has a belief that didn't actually go out for a corner kick. And that's the goal scorer for Juventus is Manuel Locatelli. Talking about the Italian midfielder. He went for a jogger there. He took a good shot, which took a wicked deflection of of one of AC Milan defender and back into the net for a first goal in that encounter. It's Juventus 1, AC Milan 0, and it's AC Milan who are currently at home. Corner kick to Atletico Bilbao, and Nico Williams is right there standing eye on that, and he'll be taking that corner kick deep one into the box, so that'll be the first goal, but that's only threatening the goalkeeper, and Ter Stegen has that covered, and it's a goal kick to Barcelona in the 50th minute of this encounter. 5 minutes has been played in the second half, and it's still Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0. Solomon, do you think we might be seeing a goal in this encounter, or will this game be ending to 0-0 between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao?
There's going to be a goal in this encounter. There's going to be a goal, but the goals will not be much, in this encounter, because Barcelona have edged over Atletico Madrid when they play at home. I said the last time in an open play, Atletico Bilbao defeated Barcelona in their own home. It's about 22 years ago, and that has been a very pretty long time. And the record still stand, and sometimes the record repeats itself. And with what is happening here, the worst Barcelona can get here is a draw. If Atletico Bilbao defeat Barcelona today, I think it's going to be a surprise to me.
It's going to be a surprise, and don't forget to join us next week for the El Clasico. We'll be in the studios to give you live feeds of that match. Talking about the El Clasico is one of the biggest derbies of one of the biggest fixtures in the world. It's Barcelona against Real Madrid next week. You don't want to miss that. I will be giving you hot analysis and juicy commentary of that encounter. It's currently Barcelona who are currently pushing one attack against Atletico Bilbao. Let's see if they'll be making fruitful use of this. They chose to go for a crossing, and there was no head in the box to connect to that. 51st minute approaching the 52nd minute of that encounter. It's still Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0. One thing this game has actually given to us is end-to-end stuff. We've seen end-to-end attacking stuff from both teams, talking about Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao.
Yeah, end-to-end stuff, and that's what we expect. That's what makes football beautiful. I think the second half is like Barcelona is looking better here in the second half. Atletico Bilbao took over the first half. They were better off in the first half, but these few minutes played so far in the second half, Barcelona are looking better, but I still believe that Atletico Bilbao are actually banking on the counter, and they have gotten that opportunity.
Against 5, but he chooses to go, but that will be a free kick for Atletico Bilbao. Very close to the Barcelona box, and this might be a chance Atletico Bilbao might be fancying. João Felix took one for his team, and that's another chance for Juventus, but he skied that up. And talking about McKennie, the United States of America midfielder, he couldn't connect to that very well properly. And yet, is AC Milan currently leading on the run there. João Felix on the ball right now. Let's see what he makes good use of that. He goes out for a crossing and down into the chest of his player, but he couldn't just take that as easy as earlier as he wants. But there's still AC Milan who are on the ball right now, trying to see if they can salvage a point in this game and get one goal back. And don't forget that the counter is in the 65th minute already. Another chance for Atletico Bilbao, but off for a corner kick. And Atletico Bilbao has a corner kick that was nodded out by Balde. And looking at this young man talking about Balde, the Spanish international, he has actually made that left-back position his own, both in the country and national team, to even think, he retired or he took out the legendary Jordi Alba from Barcelona and Spain. Looking at his young age, the future is actually bright for that young man. Do you think he has what it takes to make that left-back position in Spain and Barcelona his own?
Of course, he's already doing it. And what we are seeing here, he has been outstanding so far in this left-back. And that is why you see Barcelona defense so solid. His presence here is also making a lot of impact. And we see a lot of moments here, he has actually clinically stopped the attack from the Atletico Bilbao side. Without even infringing on them. Clinically, it takes the ball out from them, from their foot, and save the day for Barcelona. So he has a long way to go. He's very young, very, very, very young. And sometimes you look at him play like an adult. People like him and Yamal, so young, but they play like adults.
You can hear that from the Godfather, the young man talking about Balde. Alejandro Balde, he actually announced himself on the bigger stage at the age of 16, and he hasn't looked back since then. Churning out good fixtures and good performance of Barcelona. No wonder he turned that left-back position into his own. Good chance for Barcelona to lead an attack right now. Atletico Bilbao midfielders were able to cut that out, and they're trying to create another counter against Barcelona. It's the Williams brother who has actually been a problem in the turn of flesh for Barcelona. What a chance there, but that will be going straight to the side netting. What a pass there from Nico Williams to his senior brother Inoki Williams, but Inoki Williams couldn't just direct his shots at goal post. That's another side netting. We can't count how many chances Atletico Bilbao has lost in this game, and I just hope that will come back to haunt them at the end of this game.
I just hope so, and that's a moment for Barcelona. Will it end it? No.
And Unai Simon was able to gather that as he was not in the rush, and we can see him in pain there, but good save there from Unai Simon, and that is what we are enjoying in this game. End-to-end stuff from both Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. I'm very sure Barcelona fans will be looking out for this game and be asking themselves, what do we have to do to get the goal in this game? That first touch actually let João Felix down there, but that should have been a good chance for an opener in that encounter. But still 0-0 in the game between AC Milan and still 0-0 in the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. 56 minutes already, and still Barcelona still asking the questions. They want that first goal. They still want to threaten, and they want to defend their title. And for them to do that, they have to get this victory in this encounter. 56 minutes gone. You know, 4 more minutes away from 1 hour of football, and 1 hour away from 4 minutes away from us having 1 hour of football without a goal in this encounter. Without the goal, but the game has actually been living up to expectations, living up to its billing as a big game. You know, we've seen a lot of beautiful moments, but the goals are not coming in. It has been a dicey fight, a battle for supremacy in the middle of the field. We've seen Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao players size themselves up in that midfield. But Atletico Bilbao looks the better team in the midfield. Yeah, they look better team in the midfield. They are able to control the midfield. Also talking about Barcelona, gradually the second half they're looking good. You know, they are just trying to create chances, pass the ball around. This kind of move we didn't see it in the first half, but here we are seeing it in the second half. As I said, this encounter is a very sweet, dicey one. It's a very sweet one. Even though there is no goal, it's highly competitive. The both sides are actually out for it. And another observation about Atletico Bilbao, they don't have time to play ball around. They only have time to attack. The moment any ball enter their hand, the next thing is to attack. They are not ready for any pass around. Just watch their play. Anytime they got the ball, focus on the net. Go for attack. That is what Atletico Bilbao have been playing, and it has been working for them. If they continue, they may get one out of it. It's 72 minutes in the game between AC Milan and Juventus, and still Juventus leading 1-0 in that encounter. And that was actually and chance for Barcelona. What? Unai Simon was there to the rescue for his team, and that is what we've gotten from the both teams. Near-cut chances, but the finishing touches has actually been the problem for both teams. Talking about Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao in this encounter. Both teams finishing has actually been wayward, and they've been poor with finishing. Good chance there, chance was created there. Unai Simon with 2 fantastic saves almost immediately to deny Barcelona the opener in this encounter. Very good hit there, and that Lopez should be doing better there, no doubt. Yeah, Lopez should be doing better there, no doubt. You know, after the rebounds, you had to, what do you need to do? Just jab the ball up. The goalkeeper is already down. And Barcelona are preparing to substitutions. Lamal will be coming in, and Araujo, 2 Barcelona players will be coming up almost immediately right now in the 59th minute of this encounter. How important is it for Yamal Lamine to actually come into this encounter right now? Yeah, he's bringing a lot of bite, and in conjunction with Araujo. Araujo is going to change the Araujo is going to change the defense, the midfield, right? It's a midfielder. It's a defender. It's a defender. Yeah, he's going to change the defense because he's going to overlap. You understand what I'm saying? Here's another chance for Barcelona. Let's see if this is going to be the opener. He chooses to go wide on that. His wayward shot there from the Barcelona midfielder. Ferran Torres lost. Oh, that's Fermin Lopez lost that out again. They've actually been wasteful up front, if you ask me. Both Fermin Lopez and Ferran Torres, both players have been wasteful for Barcelona up front, and they are one of the reasons why Barcelona are here to score a goal in this encounter. 1 hour of football being played already. Both teams still struggling to get hold of themselves and find the first goal. It's Romeo who has been withdrawn for Yamal in this encounter, and that is under substitution for Barcelona, and it's Christensen who has been withdrawn for the defender Araujo. Let's see what they are going to bring into this encounter. 30 more minutes to go in this encounter between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. It's still 0-0. 1 hour of football being played already, but we are here to see the opener in this encounter. It's a dicey game, but one that has actually been interesting. There are some games of football that you don't get goals, but you enjoy your 90 minutes of football, and that is what this game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao is turning out to be. Both teams are still playing it all, and still sizing each other in the midfield. But, you know, they don't have to give up.
Yeah, they don't have to give up. They have to continue to fight. At last, they can get a victory here. And you can see João Felix, you know, confronting the referee. And I don't know why we will be doing such a thing. You know, sometimes they get a yellow card out of it. And, you know, it's going to affect his play. You know, with the substitutions brought so far, let's see what they will bring to the party. I'm expecting a change of flow of football here with the introduction of Arajo and Yamil. And talking about the match between Juventus and AC Milan, it has been Juventus leading 1-0. And I look at it and say, okay, Chukwueze is not an injury-prone player. But right now he's
currently injured. He's currently injured. He has always been injury-prone right from Villarreal. Okay. So he's always an injury-prone player. And that's injury, I think he got it in the game between Nigeria and Saudi Arabia. So he's out injured, I think, for 6 weeks. He'll be, AC Milan will be without the Nigerian winger. And back to the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. It's currently a free kick to Barcelona. Arajo and Yamal are currently on the pitch. Let's see if Yamal can actually push or motivate his boys or his teammates to that win. And that's a good cross in from Barcelona, infield cross. But that was the first touch actually let Lopez down there. And it's Barcelona who are winning that ball back. Every battle right now in the second half has been won by Barcelona in the midfield. And this is the young 16 years old Lamal. And he chooses to go straight into the middle. Barcelona going straight. And that is with João Felix right now. And that should be a free kick to Barcelona. But the referee is not having any of that. And it's his advantage. Atletico Bilbao straight off. And they go out to clear their lines and straight into the midfield. That's on the fridge right there. And it's going to be a free kick to Barcelona. Arajo is currently down, talking about the new player, the player who was actually brought in just now. Look at the game, 61 minutes, 0-0. We are 9 minutes away from 70 minutes, which will leave us with about, we are currently with 29 more minutes to play in this game. And this was how this game was in the first half. It's looking like probably at the end of the day, we might just be going off with a draw. And how big of a result will a draw be for both teams, looking at how much, you know, they put into this game? Because at the end of the day, they'll look at the mistakes, they'll look at the chances they lost in this game that should have been, you know, the moments for those goals, and they'll question themselves that if not for those chances they missed, you know, there would have been some goals up in this encounter.
Yeah, a draw here would be like a win for Atletico Bilbao, you know, because to me, coming to this match, to me, they are the underdog. But they've actually proven themselves that they can actually, you know, come up with a fight against Barcelona. And even the way it's going, they have created good chances, but I've not seen much of them in the second half. Because Barcelona have actually understudied them, and in the second half, came up with a plan, and with the introduction of Arajo, now it's becoming so difficult for them to have that sweet move, because the recovery rate of Barcelona have actually increased, and you can see they've
increased. Yes, the chance for Barcelona, that is that, let's see if that will be the chance, and that's a clear chance for first goal. How on earth is that?
How did Yamil miss that?
Yamal should be scoring that. And you can see the disbelief on the face of Xavi Hernandez. Wow, that was a clear-cut chance, and that summarized this game. A lot of chances has been created, a lot of chances has been missed. All the chances, all the good clear-cut chances created in this game has actually been missed. He went for a straight go on there, went for a placement, but that couldn't just go into the back of the net for the first goal. It's still 0-0 in the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. 64th minute already. Yamal losing a very gifted chance. That was actually a gifted chance. He should be putting that to the back of the net.
He should be putting that, and you can see the reaction in his face. He actually knew that he has done something that will be disappointing to so many fans, and you can see the reaction.
He's still a young man.
He's actually disappointed in himself.
17 years old. Sorry,
yeah, he was trying to.
Hey, yes, another chance for Atletico Bilbao. Let's see if they're making this good use of these, and he chooses to go straight. But Barcelona were able to clear their lines, and the ball is back into the Atletico Bilbao player's leg. That's one thing you're enjoying in this game, is end-to-end stuff, no doubt, and that is why we are having fun talking about this game. And I'm sure if you're watching it, if you're on this game with us on Premier Sport Fan Center, you're also having fun. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and it's very much important you subscribe and on your notifications to join us during our matches. Don't forget to also be a part of this conversation by dropping your chats in the live chat, and we promise to read that out. 64 minutes of action already. We're approaching the 65th minute. It's still 0-0. And it's no team, no bodies here to break each other back in the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. Nico Williams, he has actually been, explosive in this game. And he has actually given a man of the match performance in this encounter.
Yeah, the combination of the two brothers has been so sweet. So sweet, like they understood themselves very well. I'm very sure that they've been playing this from childhood. And they actually know where each of them should be at every particular time. And they know how to pass. And that is why it has been so difficult for Barcelona to understand these two guys. They've been instrumental to Atletico Bilbao. And that is, they have been giving Barcelona's defense headache. So, but kudos to them. If they continue like this, I think they can get something out of it. But the defenders of the Barcelona, they are looking so good so far. With the Balde and the rest of them, and the introduction of Araujo right now, they are solid enough at the back to hold Atletico Bilbao not to score a goal.
And Atletico Bilbao are currently preparing to substitution. Let's see what they'll be bringing into this game. It's just the 7th minute already. It's still Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0. Any goal in this encounter right now might just be the winner between both teams. And I see who's going to win that. But one thing I can say right here from our studios in Lagos is that both teams actually deserve this victory. Should any of them eventually score a goal in this encounter.
Yeah, if any of them eventually score a goal, they actually deserve it because it has been end-to-end, and the better side just have to take it. But I see Barcelona taking it, but I'm not too sure anyway. But the way it's going, it's very difficult to predict. It's very difficult to predict right now because both sides are playing very well. But my mind goes to Barcelona. My mind goes for Barcelona to win.
9 more minutes to go in the game between AC Milan and Juventus. It's still Juventus who are leading 1-0 against 10-man AC Milan team. 9 more minutes to go in that encounter. Let's see if AC Milan can actually, get that equalizer. Kudos to AC Milan. They've actually played beautiful well in the second half. They are not looking like they're playing with 10-man. They've asked all the questions, but they couldn't connect. And that is a counter for Juventus. And it's 2 against 3, but AC Milan were able to clear their lines back into the midfield, and they chose to go straight into the other half of the field and into the Juventus half, and they go for straight to their talisman, talking about Rafael Leao, and he takes a deep one into the cross, into the box, but that is not going to threaten Juventus. Tall men at the back there for Juventus. Every crossing has been easily met by Juventus players in this encounter. Great back into the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. 67th minute, we are approaching the 68th minute already in that encounter. It's still Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0. Solomon,
yeah. If
you are Valverde, the coach of Atletico Bilbao, what are you going to be doing now to get a victory in this encounter? Or are you going to sit back, and soak those pressure and take the 1 point at the end of this game?
In fact, what he's doing now is just the right thing to do. You understand what I'm saying? Again, what he's doing now is just the right thing. Anything other than what this coach have done today, it will spell doom for Atletico Bilbao. With this what he's playing right now, you just play from the defense, play from the midfield also. Any moment, any opportunity you get, you counter. At least if they continue like this, they can get a goal. But if they try to change anything against Barcelona, Barcelona will hit them. And that's a good opportunity
for Barcelona, but that's when they tried playing the goalkeeper, Yuna Simon, as he was able to easily gather that. And straight into the midfield, he pushes one for his players, and they're going straight through the wingers, see if they can actually create one. And that is back into the midfield, and they're looking for Nico Williams right there up front. The two brothers actually being the main job player for Atletico Bilbao today. Every good thing going forward for Atletico Bilbao has gone through the two players, talking about the brothers, Inaki Williams and Nico Williams. Look at the substitutions being made by Atletico Bilbao. Guru Zeta was actually withdrawn for Arias, while Galarreta was also withdrawn for Prados in this encounter. 67th minute, they made those two substitutions, and we are currently in the 68th minute, approaching 69th minute. Inaki Williams still looking for that goal against Barcelona in this encounter. Asked all the questions, but the cutting edge has actually let him out in this game. 69 minutes already, it's still Barcelona 0. Atletico Madrid 0. 20 more minutes to go in this encounter. 20 more minutes to see if any of these two teams can get that winner or opener in this encounter to more lightning this game. I'll actually fancy Atletico Bilbao getting the first goal in this encounter, and let us see if Barcelona can come all out to get an equalizer.
Yeah, it will be a good one. Both of them look good to score, but who score first is what matters. Because I can see Barcelona
is 3 against 3 right now. And let's see, that's a goal, but that pass was dropped behind this man. But still Barcelona on the ball. But Atletico Bilbao has easily won that back, and his Atletico Bilbao want to overrun the Barcelona players. But that was easily cut out for the referee, as he cited some infringement at the back there and is asking for the ball to be withdrawn or returned back to the Atletico Bilbao defense. Ferran Torres and Lopez have actually lost a lot of chances in this game, and Barcelona will be ruined not having their talisman, talking about Lewandowski in this encounter, because there are some chances they've actually created and lost in this game that would have actually been a goal for an experienced striker like Lewandowski.
They have all missed beautiful chances, including João Felix, and even including the Lamel that just came in now. His own was even more clearer. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, he missed it. And if you continue to miss all these important chances, like we normally say, to come back to hurt you. Yeah. João Felix had a very beautiful chance, he missed it. Ferran had a very beautiful chance. Lopez had a chance, he missed it. Yamal had a chance, he missed it. Let's see maybe out of this one can correct itself and get a goal. Yeah.
Yes, the young Yamal on the ball right now, but he was actually overrun there by the Atletico Bilbao defenders who go straight for a counter. Is Nico Williams on the ball right now. 3 against 2 players right now. Let's see what he guys make out of the ads, but no, it shoots that into the body of Araujo, and all for Atletico Bilbao. Throwing in the 71st minute, the young Nico Williams has actually done great in this game, and he should fancy his chance of winning the man of the match should this game end 0-0 between both teams. 71st minute, we're approaching 72nd minute in that encounter. It's still 0-0 between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. While the game between AC Milan and Juventus is in the 86th minute, and still 1-0 courtesy of that short deflected goal by Locatelli for Juventus. And don't forget, AC Milan got a red card in the first half when Thiaw, the German defender, got a red card earlier on in that encounter. 40th minute, he got his match in order and reduced AC Milan to 1 man down. Do you think if this game was actually 11 against 11, AC Milan will have stand a good chance, against Juventus in this tie?
Of course, it will have been it will be a good chance. Coming to the match, they were the favourites, but after the red card, a lot changed. And if you see, the tactics have actually changed also. Now, instead of, they are not playing long passes, they're just playing short passes so that they will not tired of themselves. They play short passes, get to the team boss of the Juventus and try to see if they can score. And if you look at it, in the past 15 minutes, they have been, dominating possession, and they've been trying to score against Juventus. That's why the fact that a man down. That is a very good one. With what the coach came up with, the plan, I think it's a very good one.
Okay, it's a very good one. You can hear that from the gaffer. Still 73rd minute already. It's still Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0. Both teams trying to size each other off and see if they can create that chance, because the 3 points is very much important for both teams, and that went straight into the wall, and it's going to be out for a goal kick to Atletico Bilbao. They've actually done everything right in this game, just that the goals are not coming in for both teams. And you have to look at the Barcelona team, you have to give it to them, even though they are missing a lot of chances. It's a young team, That is one thing we see in the EPL with Chelsea also losing a lot of chances. But I think that was actually a wayward one there from João Felix. That was actually a selfish one. He should have passed that earlier on to Lopez, who was making himself available for that pass.
Yeah, I can see the frustration in his face. He was disappointed in himself. He was not happy with what he played so far. So you can see Barcelona now countering. I'm very sure he's going to give that ball to Lamar. He has made an option of himself. But Yamal easily lose ball today. Not like the kind of Lamar.
He's still trying to settle down into this game. He didn't start this game. He came in the second half. So still trying to settle down. Let's see. The pressure is actually much on both teams, both Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. So you can't really fault the young man. He's just 17 years old. So let us remove a lot of pressure we are putting on that young man's back. And back into the midfield battle between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. The ball has been played around the midfield right now. Barcelona going straight to the other side of the wing and finding Yamal on the ball, which was to go back into his midfield. And still Barcelona playing deep into Atletico Bilbao's players' territory. And that is a good pass to Yamal. That's what he's going to make out of that. Takes one's man down. That was a good shot.
Beautiful one.
But that was actually a great save there from Unai Simon. Good one shot there from the former Manchester City right back, João Felix, the Portuguese right back. He has actually been a new João Felix.
Cancelo.
No, Cancelo, sorry. He has actually been a new player at Barcelona. At a point, we saw him at Bayern Munich last season. He started very well, but at the time, at a point, he had to go back to the bench. But right now, at Barcelona, he has actually been a mainstay player in the starting level for Barcelona.
Yeah. He has been that. He has been so up and doing in the Barcelona squad, and he features most of the matches because he has what it takes to always be the first choice. And that's what we're getting here today. That was a beautiful move, beautiful shot, but due to the brilliance of the goalkeeper, he was able to save that. Otherwise, by now, we'll be shouting a goal for Barcelona.
You talked something about João Felix in the second half. Don't you think he wastes too much time on the ball?
Well, I think that is what the coach wants him to play. You hold up the play, draw the defender to yourself, create that space, when they come to you, then you can pass. That is the role he has been playing so far. And he has been good in doing that. Yeah, the only thing is for him to improve in his accuracies. That is what you just expect from him. But he has been doing fine. I
guess still 0-0 in the game, and we can see another 2 substitutions being prepared by Atletico Bilbao in this encounter. That will take their substitution to 4 in this encounter already. It's like they're throwing all their players in right now for the remaining 15 minutes of this encounter and see if they can actually
get one of the Williams going out.
That is Nico Williams who will be going out for Berenjoa right now in the 73rd minute. This man has actually given a good account of himself in this encounter, no doubt. He has been a thorn in the flesh for Barcelona for the past 75 minutes of this encounter. 77 minutes already, still Barcelona 0, Atletico Bilbao 0. 13 more minutes for both teams to find out that's win. And we can also see Dani Garcia, who is going out and being replaced by Unai Gomez in the 77th minute. 13 more minutes to go. Are you seeing Barcelona or any of these two teams, finally scoring within these 30 minutes?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a goal in this match. We just have how many minutes left? 10 minutes?
13.
13, yeah. This is 13 minutes left.
7 minutes.
To me, I think there's going to be a goal in this match, but we don't know who is going to score. And you can see in the match between Juventus, the player was down. The AC Milan players, they were expecting a fair play, but Juventus were not ready to just throw the ball to throwing so that they can attend to the play on ground. They continue even try to score.
That's the game of football. You try as much as possible to gather more goals, and that is why that game is still 1-0 in the game between AC Milan and Juventus. With Juventus leading in the dying embers of that game is the 90+ already. AC Milan they've actually tried. They lost a man in the first half in the 40th minute. And they conceded a goal in the second half, which actually keeps this game at 1-0. Juventus are winning away from home against AC Milan for another famous victory over their very biggest rivals in the Serie A league. And back to the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. 78 minutes already, still 0-0 between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. Don't forget you can be a part of this conversation by dropping your chants in our live chat, and we promise to read that out. If you're a Barcelona fan, tell us what you expect of your team in the next 30 minutes. And if you're an Atletico Bilbao fan, also tell us in the live chat what are you expecting your team to do in the next 12 minutes. It's looking like we've seen a lot of defensive changes from Valverde in his Atletico Bilbao team. It's like they actually want to defend right now and see if they can actually take this 0-0 draw scoreline away from Barcelona home.
Yeah, it will be, like I said before, it will be a very good result if they can get a draw. And you can see from the substitution, the coach is you have seen that in the second half, Barcelona are more direct than in the...
Barcelona are preparing to make 2 substitutions also of their own in this encounter, and it's the former Chelsea player who will be coming in. Marcos Alonso has actually been thrown into that to bring in a lot of experience. He has the experience, so no doubt. And we can also see another young player. What do you call him?
McGew.
Yeah, we can see McGew also being thrown into this encounter. 2 substitutions for Barcelona already. Marcos Alonso being thrown into that game. And Alejandro Balde has been replaced in this encounter. Don't you think that is going to be, we just hope that we'll have a big effect.
And you can see many effects.
And that should be... With this finally...
And it's a goal! McGew, the substitute. First touch.
What an immediate impact from the young man. And you can see Xavi Hernandez looking happy on the bench. And you can see the Barcelona injured player. They are all up there standing and celebrating that goal in the 78th minute. Barcelona with the opener. Even the legendary Robert Lewandowski was impressed with that take. What a take there from the young player.
First touch, first goal.
Wow.
You know, that is a beautiful one. It's really a long time we've seen such a situation. Just came in and registered your name by scoring. He showed us, first of all, he showed us this Jesse McGill. And I called the name McGill, and he responded by getting a goal. What a moment for him. Look at that move.
Wow, good move for the 17-year-old Barcelona striker. And he currently plays for the Spanish youth team. At the age of 17, you look at this talent. You look at this young talent at Barcelona disposal. There's Gavi, there's Lamal, and now we are seeing McGuey. That was actually a good striker take in his playing for the senior team. And Simeon actually did very well there. But if actually we have to go back into the back of the net, and that brings us back to the question we've been asking. We've seen Atletico Bilbao lost so many glaring chances in this game. They didn't take advantage of it, and right now they're finding themselves at the back. And it's Barcelona 1, Atletico Bilbao 0.
Yeah, Xavi have really done a very beautiful job by this substitution. Immediate impact after the substitution we are seeing. We are seeing a goal to show for it. And just 2 touch, 1, 2, you got a goal. And you go back to the book of, you go into the record that a player came in and within some seconds he has gotten a goal, not up to a minute. Not up to a minute he got that goal. I think that's a good one for McGill, a forward from a place about 17 years old too. They are all young players. 17 years old with all young players, and that is what Barcelona has actually fielded in this match today. You can see Yamel so old, Balde, so young, Balde so young. Most of these players are young, under 20s. That's so beautiful for Barcelona. So
beautiful for Barcelona. And what a way to get the lead in the 80th minute, 31st minute already. As Barcelona were country right now, still looking for more goals in this encounter. 1 goal is not enough for Xavi, Hernandez, and his boys. They are currently asking more questions to see if they can get more goals. And the game between AC Milan and Juventus is final whistle in that encounter. And it's full time, AC Milan 0, Juventus 1.
AC Milan 0 for a very long time now. Juventus looked bad before, but they've actually proven themselves that they can compete in the Italian Serie A. We know them to be one of the teams that have actually won most of the but I think most especially during the time of Ronaldo, it has been back to back winning, and now even without Ronaldo they won it too. But recently their form has not been in a good shape, in a good form so far. And but gradually they are picking up, but I don't see them winning the Serie A this season.
Okay, week 9 in the Serie A, we've seen almost all teams play 9 games already. Inter Milan currently sits comfortably at the top of the table, having won 7 games, drawn 1 and lost 1. They've scored 24 goals and conceded just 5 goals, and they have 22 points. While AC Milan currently sits second on the log with 7 wins from 9 games and lost 2 games. They've scored 16 goals and conceded 9 goals, which put them at 21 points. Juventus sits pretty third on the table, having played 9 games. They've won 6, drawn 2, and lost 1. Scored 15 goals and conceded 6 goals. They have 20 points. While the defending champion Napoli are currently fourth, having played 9 games. They've won 5, drawn 2, and lost 2. They've scored 20 goals and conceded 10 goals, and they have 17 points. It's actually looking not like the last season we saw from Napoli, and it's looking like they might be losing their title this season to one of the big boys, talking about Inter, AC Milan, or Juventus.
Yeah, Inter Milan don't look like they are going to relax any moment. They want to keep winning, and they look good to go this season. Even right from the beginning of the season, I talked about it that for me it is Inter Milan this season, and they've actually proven it. And they are right now on top of the table in match day 10, right?
Yeah,
match day 9. Match day 9. So they are looking good, and I don't think they can stop any moment. They will continue to fight for that spot, and I just hope they get it this time around. And we also want to see it in the Champions League. Unlike last season, they tried but they didn't get it.
Okay, it's 4 minutes already in the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. Barcelona are currently 1 goal up already. I'm very sure our Barcelona fans will be so happy wherever they are right now, because that is all you need to do to get a victory, and that will be taking them to the 3rd position on the La Liga table, which is actually a good one for them, knowing fully where they are going into that big tie next week against Real Madrid. That game promises to be an interesting game, you know, no doubt. We'll be here in the studio to give an analysis of that encounter, talking about the El Clasico game. That is also the same date we'll be having Manchester United play against Manchester City.
The Manchester Derby.
Manchester Derby.
And the El Clasico.
Wow, that's another chance for Barcelona.
It's going to be interesting day.
But that's going to be it in this man where he expects that as Atletico Bilbao, who are currently trying to see if they can salvage a point in this encounter in the last 5 minutes of this game. Last 5 minutes of regulation time, sorry. And that is in Marky Williams with the ball right now. He just goes straight into the box. But that's only threatening Barcelona. But it's still Atletico Bilbao who are with the ball right now and asking all the questions. Let's see if they can find the right answers to these questions. They need that goal, and they'll be finding themselves to blame at the end of this game because they've created all chances all day, but they couldn't just materialize. They couldn't take one of those chances and make it into a goal, and it's going to haunt them at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's what it's already haunting them now. That will be under pressure, and that shit. That was a bad first touch from him, you know, and that will actually put them under pressure right now because they go down. They want to do everything possible under fire brigade approach to get an equalizer here, but it will be very difficult for them. A situation like that don't easily work when you are under frustration. Sometimes you get to lose your head, lose your mind, and you also lose the match. So they've actually put themselves in a condition that they will not want to find themselves, but they just have to calm down and see how they can.
But looking at the young players in Barcelona, let's talk about Xavi Hernandez and how much work he has actually brought into this team. You know, looking at the young players, we've seen a lot of 18 years old, 19 years old. See the young Gavi at his young age, you know, mastering the midfield and busting it out, looking very much experienced at his age. And now we're seeing Marc Gui, who has actually came into this game and changed the face of the game with that goal he scored. And he hasn't looked out of place. How big of an impact has Xavi had on this team?
Of course, he is actually building a team of the future for Barcelona. With all these young lads, you know, they gathered all the experience they needed for a bigger show. Because sometimes you look at it, the way sometimes he pair them up, he mix them up with experienced player, gradually they will begin to learn, and they will use it in the future. So it's for me, Barcelona is a team of the future. Already to some extent, we are getting immediate results from what they are doing so far. But in the future, with all these young players, no, they are good to go.
87 minutes already, we are approaching the 88th minute, which will leave us with 2 more minutes to go in regulation time in the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao. You can see what Xavi was telling Magui when he was coming in, and he just did exactly what the coach asked him to do. Good pick there from the young man, from the 70 years old striker. What a way to score your first senior goal for Barcelona. Marc Gui, and you can see the happiness on the young player, 17 years old, and you're scoring for a big team like Barcelona. A lot of these young guys will get to school on Monday and they'll be starstruck. All the classmates and the course-mates will actually be starstruck looking at them like, yeah, you so play for a big team like Barcelona.
Your fellow student.
88 minutes, we are approaching the 89th minute. It's Barcelona who are currently leading of that goal from Agui. It's Barcelona 1, Atletico Bilbao 0.
Yeah, it's a good situation for Barcelona right now. I think they'll be comfortable with this one. Yeah, what they need to do is just to calm down, soak all the pressures coming from Atletico Bilbao.
Oh, there's not even pressure anymore. Atletico Bilbao are not taking the pressure to Barcelona right now. They had all the chances of, getting those pressure, putting those pressure on Barcelona, but they didn't make good use of it. So still 1-0. We're currently in the 89th minute already. 1 more minute to go in regulation time. But still Barcelona who are finding the way home with a 1-0 victory. And that's a yellow card to Marcos of Atletico Bilbao. And he took that young man down. What a game João Felix is having in this encounter. He has actually been the sparkling light in the game for Barcelona. But that goal didn't just come in for the young man. Winning, I think João Felix actually deserved a goal in this game. Looking at what he has played in the first half, how much has been in between, everything good for Barcelona. End up looking forward to making that his loan deal permanent at the end of the season. But it's left to be seen if Barcelona can actually spend that big money on this young man.
He actually deserves to play for Barcelona. I think he's a fit to Barcelona. And you can see him now driving defender from the right, a good cross there, and the header.
Oh, elder? What an elder was that from João
What?
Felix? And he'll be asking himself, what do I have to do in this encounter to beat Unai Simon?
Yes,
and that will be going off for another corner kick for Barcelona in the 89th minute. And talking about Atletico Bilbao, coach Valverde, he has won just 10% of his La Liga games against Barcelona. He has played 20 and won just 2, drawn 7 and lost 11 against Barcelona. And that is the poorest record he has against all clubs.
Wow. That's you know. Well, there's something I want to actually talk about. The coach. He's a very good coach to me. Holding players.
He's actually a very good coach.
A very good coach. You know, taking players like taking a team like Atletico Bilbao with players that are not world class. Let me just say the world class type of player, and giving this kind of fight to Barcelona. And one thing I want to greet him. He says this goal coming, and that was why in the substitution he brought in defenders. You know, that's why sometimes when you get defenders, you know what I'm saying, when you get defenders that are doing well, you don't interrupt that formation by bringing in so many fresh legs. It will destabilize it. That was what I was talking about Chelsea match yesterday. You know, and what did happen? What happened? They took advantage of it. Gil came in and got a goal against them.
Okay, we're into the additional time in this encounter, and still Barcelona, who are currently leading against Atletico Bilbao. 1 minute of additional time has been played, and still 1-0 in favor of Barcelona. 4 minutes was added by the referee, and we have 3 more minutes to go in this encounter. Let's see if Atletico Bilbao can actually make a comeback in this game. And Yamal was actually brought down there. But the referee is not having any of that and said, come on, get a boy. That was actually a minimum contact and not worthy of winning a free kick. And it's Atletico Bilbao with one of their last chances in this encounter. Barcelona clearing the lines in the midfield, and it's out to a throw-in for Atletico Bilbao in the 92nd minute. 2 more minutes to go in at the time of this encounter. Looking at this Barcelona, and look at that, they have a Champions League and having this lot of injuries on their shoulder. How are they going to play in the Champions League with these injuries?
It's a $1 million question that you just asked now, because it's what he has is what he has actually fielded today in this encounter between Atletico Bilbao. But Lewandowski, is he injured? Is he injured?
He's injured, yeah.
So if Lewandowski is injured, looking at the bench today, they don't have much players. So, but they can still get the result with these guys if they can put them together and make some collection. And it's Alonso now.
And that is Marcos Alonso, the former Chelsea left back, and the former Chelsea Champions League winner and EPL winner. He goes in for a cross.
Oh!
There's nobody to connect to that. And there's Yamal on the ball right now. Let's see what he's going to make out of that. But that is just way too much of the goalpost of Unai Simon. And that won't be threatening him. On Wednesday, Barcelona will be keeping a date against Shakhtar Donetsk. They'll still be playing at home against Shakhtar Donetsk on Wednesday in the Champions League. And looking at the number of injuries they have, do you think they have enough players, to go into that Champions League game against Shakhtar Donetsk and get a victory before playing Real Madrid on Saturday?
I think with this squad right now, they can play against Shakhtar Donetsk. What they need to do, they take it easy, a step at a time, come with their game plan. I trust Xavi. He can actually be technically sound when it comes to issues like that. And this season so far, they have been doing well in the Champions League. They have not done badly. So we hope to see more of that. Against Shakhtar Donetsk, I think they can still stand against Shakhtar Donetsk with the players they feeded today.
Okay, don't forget to join us on Tuesday for the Champions League on Tuesday and Wednesday. We have the big one on Tuesday, the game between PS. Oh, okay, I'll check it before I give it out to another team. Looking at the Champions League on Tuesday, there are big teams, big expectations going into those styles. Who are you actually rooting for this season in the Champions League?
Well, I have so many teams. No, let me say two. I'm rooting out for Newcastle United. They've done well and they've won my heart. And I also want to see Arsenal do well too.
It's full time in the game between Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao, and finally Barcelona have the win. And you can see the players running to the goal scorer Maguire, and all happily running towards the 17 years old Spanish striker That is how you introduce yourself on the big stage for a big club like Barcelona, getting them the all-important 3 points against another big team like Atletico Bilbao. Full-time at Barcelona Stadium, it's Barcelona 1, Atletico Bilbao 0.
Yeah.
What a game of football.
What a game of football, you know. I said it before, there's not going to be much goal in this encounter, but there's going to be a goal. And Mark Gill, you know, is the hero of the day, you know, who has made a record today. For within some seconds, he came in, within 30 seconds, he got the goal with just 2 touches. 1, 2, he got the goal. Good one for his record, good one for his, you know, confidence. Being a very young guy to play for Barcelona. I think Xavi, we actually want to consider him in so many matches that we really need him. I think he has actually, you know, registered himself as an individual. That's a good one for him. And for Atletico Bilbao, you know, they actually played very well. They played very well, but it's just that they didn't get the goal. They missed all their chances in the first half. And even in the second half, they still created so many chances, but none was able to be, they were not able to convert any to a goal. I hope they correct themselves in their next matches so that they can go, you know, at least to top 10 this season.
Okay, full time in that game, it's Barcelona 1, Atletico Bilbao 0. Do join us on Tuesday for Champions League fixtures, as we have the big one between Sevilla and Arsenal. As Arsenal will be looking to get back to winning ways, but they'll be traveling to Spain this time around on Tuesday to play Sevilla in what promises to be an interesting tie. On Wednesday, we have the big one between PSG and AC Milan, as PSG will also be looking to get back to winning ways after losing scandalously against Newcastle. And this week, and in the Champions League on Wednesday, Newcastle will be at home against Borussia Dortmund. A lot of interesting games on our fixtures list for Tuesday and Wednesday. So do join us on Tuesday and Wednesday for the UEFA Champions League live feeds from our own studio, from our studios here in Lagos. But it's been a pleasure having you in the studio tonight.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure having me too. Thank you very much, and I enjoyed the match today. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I also enjoyed the match. I'm very sure viewers at home also had the phone watching this match and following us on this game. Thanks so much for being with us in the studio. And that's about how much you can take on today's edition of Watch Along on Premier Sports Fan Center. My name is Adeyemi Shegun. Till I join you on Tuesday again, it's bye for now from me and my production crew.